Darren, first year as a head coach, first grand final. Pretty easy this head coaching gig?
Oh, it's definitely not easy. It's exciting. The guys have been outstanding all year, and we look forward to the challenge on Sunday.
Had a week off a couple of weeks ago. You said it was really beneficial to the side. How did you spend this weekend?
We didn't change much, mate. We had a brutal session last Thursday night, and then we followed up with some good game simulation on Saturday morning. So we've prepared exactly the same, and there's no excuses. We'll get about our normal week this week and be ready to go on Sunday.
You started a little bit slow against Adelaide. Sturt have made a hot start in all their finals. Is that something you're aware of or looking to address?
We actually started okay in the second semi. I think we were a goal up there probably halfway through the first quarter. We just turned the ball over a little bit in the first quarter, so we need to make sure we don't do that. But Sturt have been super impressive start a game through the final series, so definitely something we have to be aware of.
Darren, what did you make of Sturt's performance in the past couple of weeks after losing their first final?
Very strong. I mean, they were very strong in the first final as well, and they've got a brand that they play very well. They defend really strongly. Got a really strong midfield and an attacking half-back line, so we know what they do. We just need to be able to counter that.
The King's birthday match, obviously Sturt won the round 1 encounter, Glenelg won round 9. 105-point margin. You haven't played Sturt since. How does that impact this game?
It doesn't have a lot of relevance, mate, to be honest. We were very good that day. It was 15 weeks ago, almost 12 games ago, so there's definitely something we won't talk about as a team or as a group. It's a completely different scenario come Sunday.
You've got a good handle on the way Sturt plays, obviously. Sturt played Adelaide 3 times in a month, so they could work each other out a bit. As you said, 3 months between drinks for you guys. I guess Glenelg likes to play that running style of footy, but also you've been improved in under contest this year. Marty's teams have traditionally tried to choke the opposition a little bit. Are you expecting that this week?
Yeah, I think so. But it's a grand final, and you expect the unexpected. So we've got a method that we try and play, and we'll stick to that, and hopefully that's good enough to get the result.
And the two contrasts, obviously Sturt have played every week. You guys have played just once so far in the finals. How will that impact this game? You were involved in a similar situation with North Adelaide last year.
You like to think it doesn't, but yeah, that's probably something we need to address during the week. But our guys are prepared as well as they possibly could. Our session last Thursday was strong. Saturday was strong again. So we've done everything we possibly can without playing. So we think we're ready to go.
On the flip side of that, Darren, you look into the weather conditions a little bit. Because obviously prelim was pretty warm for Sturt playing, and then it looks like it's going to be pretty warm again on Sunday. So that could be in your favour.
It's just great conditions to play footy, so I think it helps both teams, and hopefully it helps bring a big crowd out to watch. Hopefully an exciting game of footy.
Darren, have you had a chance to reflect on the enormity of your journey? The kid from the Blue Mountains keeping to Brett Lee Thunderbolts, and now sitting here grand final week, biggest state league competition in the nation, where you're sitting and what it means?
It definitely means a lot. I haven't given it much thought over the last few weeks, that's for sure, and might be something we look at down the track, but right now it's just focusing on what's ahead of us.
What about Roy Laird? Obviously he's someone who has sort of been a bit of a mentor and was at the start of your SANFL coaching journey. You sort of perhaps touch base with him this week, given I guess he's been an expert at preparing with that second semi-grand final type prep as well. I
haven't spoken to him yet, but I do intend to, so yeah, I'll definitely pick up the phone at some point this week.
Max, what's this week like for the playing group, and is it frustrating having a couple of weeks off and not playing footy?
Not frustrating, no, when you know it's at the end of it. It's probably a little bit different, other years we've sort of had to play in the prelim to get through to the grand final, so certainly I think it puts us in a great position, being able to sort of freshen up and obviously watch the game over the weekend, and an older body like myself, it's probably I'm glad to get that extra week off, which is nice.
And Darren's impact on this playing group throughout the season?
Yeah, it's a testament to him. Like, we've got two groups, the league and the reserves through to a grand final, and Reeves sort of been huge on everyone across the squad, so paying sort of each and everyone the same amount of attention and giving great feedback, and everyone's in a good space, and really excited to get at it.
Max, you played in the 2019 Premiership, lost the 21 grand final to the Eagles. What would you learn from that grand final defeat that you could use this weekend?
Yeah, it all comes down to sort of how you perform on the day. So anything that's happened before, that's irrelevant. So you just got to make sure that you're hungry and you rock up ready to play. So there's two teams that want the same thing at the end of the day, and it's whoever executes it the best. So that's the mentality.
You've been part of the two back sixes through those two grand finals. How do you compare the 2023 back six to those 19 and 21 ones?
It's hard to compare. I mean, I just love playing with those blokes at the moment. It's been that case all year. Got a lot of trust in what we're doing back there, and it's not just the back six; it's the whole team that sort of adds to that. So, sort of really confident in what we're able to do.
Darren, how do you stop the dynamic duo of Battersby and Lewis in the middle?
It's a good question. We feel like we've got a couple of old stages in there as well that we'll go head to head with those guys, and mate, they're elite players of the competition. Admire what they do week in, week out, and should be a great contest.
Obviously, getting first hands on the ball is going to be pretty important.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think that's the same for both teams. To be able to get the ball going your way is going to be incredibly important.
Max, what about the opportunity to play with your godson in the grand final? Have you had a word to him yet?
I think I find it a lot more special than what he does. I think even round one when we got to play his first league game and sort of the first game that we were able to play together, that was pretty special. And now, I've sort of thought about it a fair bit, being able to play in a grand final with him in his first year. So he's got a pretty mature head on his shoulders, so I think he'll be calm and ready to go.
Excellent.